Good afternoon, live from GDHF in Abuja, Nigeria. I'm here with Matthew David from FHI 360, one of the directors leading the digital and innovation at FHI 360. Welcome, Matthew.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us, how has your experience been at the watch party thus far?
Has it been enlightening? Um, we've had um, we've had interesting discussion, um, particularly if you're looking at the Nigerian context and comparing it with what we have in other countries. I think there was a presentation from the chief technology officer in Indonesia, and he had some good points on like looking at interoperability and integration, which is one thing that we kind of struggle with here, where we have like different digital tools across board, all doing the same thing, but we don't really have that level of interoperability, and not because we don't have the skill sets, but it's just I guess there's this thing where you say we're all on the same team, but that's just like, yeah, we're all on the same team, but everyone has their own motive. So it was interesting to look at that. And then I think what also caught my attention was I think it was an Asana tracking tool.
Okay.
Yeah, so just looked at, okay, yeah, even though it's program management, but looking at it, those tools exist, but it kind of like um just had like that light bulb moment. They're like, oh, okay, this can help with effective programming in another sense. Like not just looking at program management fundamentals, but like looking at projects holistically, and incorporating the technical part and then the tech part into it. So just monitoring all of that. Yeah. So has been interesting. I'm happy I came. Yeah.
Excellent takeaways. So you've talked about the interoperability. I think we've heard that across several of the panel discussions we've had. And I think I like this, takeaway on the Asana programming tool, really speaking to the holistic management of programs. With FHI 360, you're known for innovation. You drive, a variety of different programs. Curious to know, as you leave this event, what is, a takeaway that you're, taking back to your organization on sort of fostering and pushing forward the agenda of digital health transformation?
Yeah. So in FHI, um, we do a lot when it comes to digital health or working within the health digital space. And we've I know we started a long time ago developing an EMR and advancing, progressing over time, even to the point of having something with immunization. We have an application that deals with immunization, and then also developing machine learning algorithms to help with predicting or identifying high-risk clients and interrupt treatments for ART. So one of the things, like I said, it's kind of like a buzzword, interoperability within our own systems or structures, and also working with donors like USAID. Um, we have been able to achieve interoperability, like having proprietary applications interoperable with like open source applications like DHIS2, and also having those links to like um, data visualization dashboards. So that level of interoperability over time, and it's kind of like looking at strengthening that, but also just um, having this, like there's this misconception that everything, every problem has to be solved digitally, which it is not. That is not true. There are some things that, for a lack of a better word, analog is still the best option, or just basic digital tools. So I think looking at take one of my take homes from this event would be like having to create more smarter systems, not necessarily um, pushing the envelope of going um, AI, machine learning, or deep learning. There's some things that are basically just okay at Excel level, because if you look at deployment, look at use, and look at the end, because at the end of the day, it's the end user that is the priority. So if you look at some things in their basic automated formats, they are good. That's in they are fine in that way, and they would speak to everything that you require, whether it's provision, or reporting. Because at the end of the day, what we're doing within the health digital space is like talk about health informatics, it's kind of like having a synergy between the technical and the tech experts. So in other words, if you use a clinical setting kind of format, you say having that synergy between the clinicians and the tech experts. Okay, how do I interpret your idea or make it or help to improve your service with digital solutions? So going back is just basically how do we work smarter, and encourage to continue to improve on what we're doing, because we've done a lot of stuff. Um, we we currently are doing like a machine learning program for like 2 years, and we are looking at pushing the envelope, getting into artificial intelligence, looking at other disease areas, because within space there, you see a lot of work being done in um, radiology diagnosis. You have AI there and all of that, but like looking at our context, which is Nigeria, because whatever you do, even though there's an ideal system for us at FHI, particularly working within Nigeria, we always have to look at what is best for the Nigerian context and its people, and how can we strengthen the health information systems. So at the end of the day, you have the government is happy, and how we can push policy or push the envelope when it comes to making policy that will improve system. There's a lot of investments. Like we have a lot of ideas, but at the end of the day, investment is key. And I think that was one of the um, core discussion points during this health investments. Like you don't really have those investments. So it's like, how can we strengthen that partnership? I'm happy that current panel that is ongoing, we have government of Nigeria representatives here, and even the previous panel, we had people from the private sector um, talking about their own experiences within the system, and one of the take homes from all of that was um, innovating for contextual application. So like we vote for contextual implementation and not just bringing out something because you just feel like bringing out. Yes, that's
Excellent. So what I'm hearing from FHI 360, we can look forward into the future, is setting a strong basic digital foundation. So it doesn't always need to be, machine learning and AI modeling, but you're not resting on that. You're also pushing the envelope to make sure that in your organization and the programs you're running, you're also building the competencies in your strategy to lead the space in machine learning and also in AI. Fantastic. Such a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.